Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here then hi, my name's Zoe. I cover true crime cases on this channel. I'd love if you could subscribe and also turn on that bell so you're notified every single time that I post. And if you're a current subscriber, please make sure your bell is on, as YouTube does not like recommending true crime cases. So today's video is a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a true crime Q&A. I've had a lot of people join my channel recently, so I decided to do a Q&A that is surrounding true crime to sort of introduce myself to you guys. So yeah, thank you to everybody that decided to send in questions. If you want to be in any of my future Q&As, then I usually ask on Instagram, which is linked down below, or on my community tab, so keep your eyes out for that. So we're just going to jump straight in to the questions, and the main question that I got asked quite a few times was, how did you become interested in true crime? If I'm being honest, I don't remember a point of something that triggered me to become interested in true crime, but a couple of years ago on YouTube I was watching Bella Fiore, and she is amazing. She doesn't just cover true crime cases, she covers like a whole wide range of things. Her channel is so good, she is amazing. I'll leave it linked down below. But once I started to watch her true crime videos, I then noticed true crime cases that was happening around me, and then I started to follow cases more deeply myself. I was following them on the news, newspapers, researching them online. So that kind of is what kick-started my whole interest in true crime. The next question is from my absolute best friend, and she's also a true crime YouTuber. I recently did a collab with her as part of my true crime week, and that is from Molly. And she says, which case has taken you the longest to research? Now, all my cases take so long anyway, and Molly will know that, but the longest ones are serial killer cases, because obviously you're not talking about one or two people being killed by a person. You've got to go in the background of that serial killer, and then you're going into the victims and their background, because I like to know what the person who was killed was like as a person. I like to find that out about them. So you've got to go into all their background, what happened in their murders, and sometimes them investigations go in different ways, and there's a lot of information to a serial killer's case. So that is what takes the longest, and I think that is why I've not done a serial killer case in quite a while. I used to have a series on my channel called Serial Killer Sundays, and I want to start something like that back up again, but at the time I found out that I really struggled to get a serial killer case out once a week because there is that much information. So maybe if I do a serial killer case once a month or every few months, if that's something you want me to do, then let me know down below. Sarah says, I hope you're feeling better. It's not really a question, but I recently had surgery and you guys have been so nice and made me feel so much better. But yeah, I am feeling a lot better. I didn't think I'd be filming videos now because it is only like 10 days or something since I had my surgery, but I just miss talking to you guys and doing true crime cases. It is crazy, I just miss filming, so I decided to film more videos. But yes, I am feeling better. The next question is actually a really good one, and it is from Kelly, and she said, does doing these cases impact how you read or deal with people? And yes, it does, because I'm a paranoid wreck. I think if I split up with my partner now, I wouldn't be able to do online dating, because there is so many cases of people being killed or injured or, you know, sexually assaulted because of dating online. So I would not be able to date online. I am so paranoid when I'm out in the dark. I literally have a whole plan in my mind of what to do if someone was trying to kidnap me. It's crazy. It does make you have a different outlook on life. So yes, it sort of does impact how you read and deal with people. The next question is from Stephanie, and she says, is there any cases you don't feel comfortable reporting due to how graphic, etc.? Yes, there are a lot of cases that involve children that I won't post. Now, I get really emotional and attached and all these different feelings when I cover cases on children. So if something's really extreme or being killed in such a horrible way, not saying all the cases are horrible, but because I have a child of my own, I feel that even more when researching the cases of children. So there are some cases that I will avoid. I couldn't name any off the top of my head because there is that many, but they're literally so heartbreaking and it really does have an emotional toll on you. So yeah, with having a child of my own, there are some children's cases that I just can't cover. The next question is from Santra Art and they say, what case impacted you the most? All the cases really do impact me and some of them have a real emotional toll, but the case that I think has impacted me the most at the moment was the Liam Smith case. Now this case, I followed it as it was happening and the ending to the case was such a sad ending and that really bothered me and stayed with me. When I was researching it, it made me like emotional, like I was drained. I was just feeling for his family and for him as well because of the mindset he was in. I know what that mindset feels like and I wouldn't want anybody else to feel that way. So I think because I've been affected by mental health myself, to see someone else and read their situation on it really impacted me. The next question is from Glomeless and she says, what inspires you? What inspires me is bringing awareness to these cases. That's why a lot of my cases that I cover nobody knows about, because I want to bring some sort of information and media coverage to these cases, and that's why a lot of my cases on my channel are missing people's cases, because I just want to get their story out there, and that is something what means the most to me when covering these true crime cases. This question actually comes from one of my subscribers that has the same name as me, Zoe Wallace. Shout out to you, that is so creepy to say my name out loud but for somebody else. She says, what's your favourite case that you have investigated? Now, I've been really interested in all the cases that I have covered, but the one what interested me the most was the Elisa Lam case. This case has always drawn me in and I was so happy when I was doing a collab with Molly back in the day, which I will link down below, and she said, do you want to help me on this collab and we'll cover the Elisa Lam case and you can cover the theories. And looking into the theories, it was crazy. There are so many theories out there and that is one case what really has interested me and has stuck with me, and if I could have it solved by somebody with a magic wand, that would be the one case I would solve. The next question is from Kelly and she says, how do you choose the cases you cover? Now, the one thing I look at when covering a case is what my subscribers want. A lot of people comment underneath for me to look into a case. Now, the other thing is I watch a lot of documentaries. I surf YouTube watching documentaries, and sometimes a case will come up and I will hear like the tagline about this case and I'm like instantly want to cover it because I know there's a lot of information. The baby Tegan case that I covered with Molly for my True Crime Week, I'd literally heard about this and within 30 seconds I was googling it, I was aware, I was so interested. So yeah, a lot of the cases that I pick are ones that I've never heard before myself and I search them online and then find out more information. A lot of them I have just stumbled across. The next one is from Glomeless again and she says, how do you de-stress after filming true crime videos? When I film a video, the first thing I do is literally take a breather and I'm like, because it is draining and trying to get everything right is draining in its own way, but what I usually do is I just sit down and I chill with a brew, but then I'm straight on to editing them because I always edit as soon as possible to get the video out as soon as possible. But yeah, the one main thing that I probably do is make a brew, if I'm being honest. So that is all the true crime questions that I have for today. Thank you to everybody who sent in questions for me to answer. I just love doing these little Q&As because it means you can get to know me a little bit more. If you want to see a more general Q&A, I might do one when I hit 2k. So yeah, if you want to see one of them, let me know down below. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a massive thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I shall see you in my next true crime video. Bye!